The inter-party resistance against the new voters register say they are resuming their demonstrations on Tuesday, February 4, to drum home their demand for the Electoral Commission to back down on the move for the new voters register that's scheduled to begin on the 18th of April 2020. Speaking at a news conference held today, the chairman of the PNC, Bernard Mona, said that blatant disregard for the imminent advisory committee members by the Electoral Commission amounts to bad faith and betrayal. He is calling on Ghanaians to support their cause.
Following a meeting of the resistance last week, we took a disturbing note of the EC's declaration of April 18, 2020, as the beginning of the compilation of the new voters register, and its subsequent publication in the state media without recourse to the planned engagement of stakeholders at a meeting scheduled for 30th January. In our press release after the meeting, we described the EC's actions as an act of bad faith purported to disrespect and disregard the EC's own establishment of the Committee of Eminent Advisers and civil society organizations involved in these discussions. It is our considered view that the EC is taking the anger and the will of the people for granted by spitting the good conscience of the resistance in the invitation of political parties to a meeting with the Committee of Eminent Advisers for further deliberations on the said matter, and yet going ahead to announce a date for the commencement of same. We subsequently announced our inability to oblige with the earlier announcements of the momentary suspension of our public manifestations and declared resumption of the series of mass actions earlier outlined. We are by this press conference announcing our Yempini march to the EC on Tuesday, 4th February 2020 in Accra. I repeat, we are by this conference announcing our Yempini march to the EC on Tuesday, 4th February 2020 in Accra. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, IPRAN has agreed to participate in tomorrow's IPAC meeting with the Eminent Advisory Committee and the CSOs with an open mind. In order to curb any doubt, we insist on live coverage of the meeting, since it is a matter of great public interest. Secondly, we insist on a proper public forum where all political parties and the pro and anti-new register would get the opportunity to present their views to the public. Fellow countrymen and women, we urge you to join with IPRAN to safeguard our elections and our electoral processes, our democracy and the peace of our nation, Ghana.
Bernard Mona there. Hassan Ayariga, founder of the All People's Congress, also expressed displeasure, arguing that the insistence on a new voters register by the Electoral Commission is a subtle move by the Commission to manipulate the electoral process.
That the main reason why the EC wants to change the new voter register is because they want to have full control of the management system. When you have full control of the new registered management system, quote and unquote, you can manipulate the results. You can change the figures when the results come in. You can decide to make anybody president. That is the main reason why they are looking for a new register. Not because our register is not credible, not because our register is obsolete, not because our register is overstretched. No. They want to have the full management of the new voter register to be able to manipulate. And that is why anytime you argue with them, they say, oh, the other register, we don't have control over it. Why do you want to have control of it? Because you want to manipulate it, not because it is not credible, because you want to have full control of it. When you have full control, what are you going to do with full control? Garbage in, garbage out.